My name is Liam. I've been a personal trainer here at the Gym Factory for 6 years. My speciality as a personal trainer can definitely vary depending on who I'm training. With a lot of my clients, I like to focus on hypertrophy, so essentially building muscle and doing that as effectively as possible. As well as I like to work on rehabilitation, so clients off the back of injuries or surgeries, I like to hone in on making sure that when they're inside the gym, they're doing movements effectively and rebuilding themselves up, especially their comfort and their technique to make sure they're doing things properly. My last specialty, I'd like to really focus on weight loss and making sure that weight loss is sustainable. With my clients, I want to make sure I'm setting the right habits so that they're able to lose the weight and keep the weight off. My approach to fitness in regards to clients is I try and utilize my degree of exercise science. That degree really allowed me to understand the anatomy of the body and then applying that in a personal training session. Understanding how to target individual muscles and then appropriately using the correct technique. I would like to pride myself on using technique with a lot of my clients, as I know if you can set the right foundation early on, then they're able to do everything pretty comfortably and safely inside the gym. So my own personal fitness approach would definitely be two things. Mental. It doesn't just become about coming into the gym and lifting weights all the time. It comes down to making sure that I start my day strong. Looking after myself mentally means that I'm going to have a better outlook on life and a definitely better environment when I'm training with my clients. Secondly, my primary goal would definitely try to build as much muscle as possible, focusing on a strong mind and muscle connection with every exercise that I do, making sure that I warrant the most effective approach as possible. So my primary goal when training a client is definitely going to differ from client to client depending on what their goals are. When focusing with younger individuals, I like to be as focused on technique as much as possible. Seeing the value in correct technique and form early on can allow them to train quite safely for years to come. So my demographic is definitely quite broad. It is from the younger ages up into 60, 70. I have a client who's nearly 80 years old. This will all focus under an umbrella of muscle building, strength training, weight loss, and rehabilitation. My favorite style of training is definitely hypertrophy training, and that can branch into resistance training, making sure that we're building as much muscle as possible and strengthening up bones and joints. I've trained for well over 12 years now. My goals have relatively stayed the same. I've always tried to focus, as my passion is hypertrophy, so muscle building. This in turn helps lower my cardiovascular disease risk, and so I'm always going to be healthy and strong. My advice for anyone looking to begin in the health and fitness industry and looking for a personal trainer would see that it would be a great investment to hire a PT. The PT only will need 1 or 2 sessions to really establish a foundation for you that can really set the right pathway for you in the gym in terms of goals or technique or anything in between. We're here to assist you as much as we can and ensure that you can do things as safe as possible in the gym and as effectively as possible.